Hi, welcome to A Matter of Fact. I'm Auntie M and this is
Ray.
We're doing a show tonight. We hope it's interesting to you and we want to hear what you think about it, your comments, questions, agree, disagree, like, dislike. Go ahead and shoot our email out to the viewers. Ray?
Our email is matteroffact0603@yahoo.com. You can send questions, maybe a suggestion for our next show.
Okay. What is our topic for tonight going to be?
Our topic for tonight is going to be about the Miss USA pageant.
Yes, indeed. And I'm not sure if any of you caught the Miss USA pageant this week, but we're going to be giving some of our thoughts about the pageant and the disaster that it was. Okay, our quote of the day is, "Beauty is only skin deep, but ugly is to the bone." And that quote has been contributed to a couple of people, so I'm not really sure where it originated from, but I think it is a very substantial quote, and it has a good message that beauty is only skin deep. And since we are talking about the Miss America pageant, I thought that would be a good quote. What is our random fact of the day, Ray?
Random fact of the day. In very early draft of Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones carried a set of brass knuckles instead of a bullwhip.
So apparently Indiana Jones was thugging it, and they decided to take a different direction, and he carried a bullwhip instead.
All right.
So that's interesting. Love the series with Indiana Jones in it. Movie quote of the day. We're going to act this out and see if you have any idea what movie this is from.
And if you know, go ahead and email us and let us know your answers. And we'll do a shout out.
All right, so this is our little scenario, and go.
Hello, can I help you?
I was here yesterday. You waited on me?
Oh?
You people work on commission, right?
Yeah.
Big mistake. Big. Huge. I have to go shopping now. And cut.
All right, send y'all's answers in. We'll see who gets it right. Alrighty.
On to today's topic.
Oh, okay. Our today's topic, question of Miss USA.
We're going to talk a little bit about the pageant and a little bit about the question and answer session at the end of the pageant. And Ray didn't get to catch the pageant, so I'm going to fill her in a little bit on the disaster that I claimed it was earlier. And what I mean by that, I'm not saying there weren't pretty girls on the show. I'm not saying, that they didn't select a good winner. When I was little and I watched the beauty pageants, they were just elegant, regal. They had an air about them. It was like a big deal. But whatever this pageant was this week, the girls came out in some sort of like spastic runway show from different eras, like they were debutantes or rockers or whatever, and they looked like the people in the crowd were having seizures. They were all acting like they were dancing as the girls walked out down the runway. I mean, it was the worst acting I've ever seen in my life, which I don't even understand why there's people acting on the Miss USA pageant. I mean, it's supposed to be a pageant.
I've never heard of that before.
You're supposed to have poise and grace and beauty and be, eloquent in your speaking.
The whole
yes, exactly.
thing.
That is what I wanted to see. And I mean, these girls just were, I don't even know what it was. So if you go down to the question and answer session, I remember 4 out of the 5 questions that the girls were asked. And first of all, if you get like a dumb question, I mean, you're pretty much just screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get a dumb question, unless you're just the greatest speaker out there and you can just distract people and make them forget what you were originally asked, you're not going to win the pageant.
Yeah.
So I felt really sorry for some of these people that were just asked the most ridiculous questions, like Miss Nevada. She was accused of her and her fellow contestants not knowing who the vice president was on Watch What Happens Live, and they wanted to know what was the deal and why didn't they know, and this was her response. We couldn't tell you who the vice president was because we were tired. We'd been doing whatever they'd been doing all day, and it was midnight, and they were tired.
Right.
I really have nothing to say to that.
Sleep on it, right?
Okay. So then, Miss Maryland, who should have won in my opinion, she was asked a question about, I think she was asked something about toddlers and tiaras, which, FYI, crazy show, and we'll have a show about that one day, just in and of itself. And I just loved it when she walked away, because if you are a fan of toddlers and tiaras, Andy Cohen was like, give her go-go juice. So if you watch toddlers and tiaras, you know what that is. It's like baby crack. It's like baby crack juice. I don't know what it's like. Mountain Dew and 15 cups of sugar. I don't know what go-go juice is, but it makes you spastic and gives you lots of energy so you can perform all day.
Got it.
Something like that. Yeah, like a Red Bull for babies. Okay. So, Miss Ohio. This is why you lost the pageant last night. Or Monday, whatever night it came on. Okay. This is why you lost. Sunday, Monday. I don't know what day it came on. I watched it on DVR. She was asked a question about women in their roles in movies. Were women depicted positively in movies? And she thought about it for a minute, and she said, sometimes they are and sometimes they're not. And she was asked to give an example of when they were portrayed positively, if such a movie did exist. And Miss Ohio said her answer was Pretty Woman. And I'm not sure if any of you have seen Pretty Woman. But she seemed to think because Julia Roberts was beautiful, and then towards the end of the movie let no one stand in her path, that this was a positive depiction of women. Okay. In case you are one of no one who's never seen that movie, Julia Roberts was a prostitute. And she had a happy ending at the end of the movie because she met a rich man and she didn't have to prostitute anymore.
Okay, well, I was thinking more along the lines of Miss Congeniality, maybe?
Maybe Miss Congeniality should have been her pick for a movie.
Agreed.
Where,
maybe that's what she was thinking, but she was thinking, I don't know where Pretty
Woman
came
from. But I just couldn't even, I couldn't even, I have no response to her saying that Pretty Woman is a depiction of a woman in a positive role. Okay, that's why you lost, Miss Ohio. So sorry. All right. Now, let's see. We have Miss Rhode Island, who, can I just say, they had like a little preliminary session where they were asked questions, but it wasn't like an official judge question. I don't know where they pulled these questions from. But she was asked something about what she thought about music in schools, and did she think it was important. And I just didn't think she sounded very intelligent when she gave her answer. I'm not saying she's not intelligent, but I didn't think she sounded very intelligent. But she ended it by saying music in schools would help you achieve all your dreams and goals in life, basically. Which, okay.
Wait, music?
Music in school, like music in education, elementary, whatever, would help you achieve every dream and every goal you ever had.
In elementary?
In your life. Yes.
Okay, I can see how maybe some of the music would help. Like, I've noticed that a lot more people who are in music, they tend to learn a little bit quicker. They pay more attention to what's going on, like the music notes and stuff like that. So, I mean, I guess I can kind of see where that comes from, but for the most part, that's not going to save the schools.
I guess just if you saw it, I mean, she was okay. Like, her answer was okay. I didn't really see how she sort of rambled like, I'm rambling now. But when it got to the final five, and their questions, they asked this lady a question from Twitter. And I said, okay, depending on how she answers this question, she's either going to win this entire competition or she's going to lose. Mm-hmm. And they asked her a question about whether or not she thought transgendered women should have a right to compete in beauty pageants. So this was her face when she was asked this question. Like, clearly, she was just like, I don't want to answer. Like, this is what's saying in her head. This is what I'm imagining she's saying in her head. Just...
Right.
No, nobody, don't ask me that. And so she thought about it, and she paused for about 10 or 15 seconds, and then she proclaimed that anyone who had a surgery or needed to be happy or wanted to be a woman or thought they were a woman or felt like a woman should be allowed to be in beauty pageants and win and happily ever after at the end. And I was like, she's going to win it. She's going to take it all. And I'll be danged if she didn't win it and take it all when she was pretty and she did do, a nice job. She looked good in the what is that? The beauty dress section, whatever. Yeah. Beauty wear, evening gown wear, whatever. But, I just didn't think she was the best candidate. I didn't think she was the most eloquent, the most elegant, I didn't think she should win. But that just made me laugh. Those were some of the questions that they were asked, and I enjoyed watching it because it just was like a train wreck, and I just couldn't stop watching it.
I love train wrecks.
So, okay, we're getting ready to wrap this up. We just have a couple more things. Ray is going to tell you about the Facebook post of the day.
Facebook post of the day. Someone posted this, and it said,